What is up, guys? Michael here bringing another video today, and today I'm actually doing a movie review, something I said in my last episode of Chew on This that I would not be doing in 2022, but here I am, talking about Steven Soderbergh's film, Kimi. Now, in 2022, this year, I want to challenge myself as a creator, make more short-form content, including reviews. I thought about it after making that last episode, and I figured I'd challenge myself. I don't want to get complacent with just doing what I've been comfortable doing. I kind of want to push myself out of that comfort zone a bit and try new things. So this is my first crack at doing a movie review. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. It is a little bit rough because there wasn't a lot of footage to work with this film. It just released. But hopefully that does not deter you from enjoying this video. Hope you guys like it. I will see you after the review. So, Kimi stars Zoe Kravitz, and as I said before, it's a film from director Steven Soderbergh, who I would say I'm a pretty big fan of, with the Ocean's trilogy, Haywire, and Magic Mike being my favorite films of his. Something I've always admired about him is his dedication to trying new things with every movie he does. There really doesn't feel like there are any two movies of his, apart from the Ocean's trilogy, that feel the same, or even similar in his filmography. Whether that be due to his technique behind the camera, the subject matter, or the genre being tackled, it feels as though Soderbergh is always trying to do something different and something unique, even as he grows older as a filmmaker. And I think that's something that I admire immensely about him, and something that I admire immensely about any director willing to go out of their comfort zone every single time they make a film. I think it keeps his filmography super fresh. Even the movies of his that I don't particularly care for, I admire the fact that he was willing to go out of that comfort zone and try something new. And once again, Kimi is no exception to that rule. Soderbergh delivers on something pretty unique, at least in my opinion, compared to the rest of his filmography. Now, I haven't seen Unsane, and I have seen some similarities drawn between these two films. I definitely want to check it out and see how different or similar they are, but to my knowledge, this feels extremely different from the rest of the movies I've seen from Steven Soderbergh, and it's a fun little thriller. It really is, and I can't believe that he's still making movies like this at his age. It's really, really impressive. So the story of Kimi revolves around Angela Childs. She's an agoraphobic tech worker who monitors data streams from her device similar to something like Siri or Alexa, known as Kimi. Usually the data streams that come through are fairly innocuous, but one day she comes across one that may hold a very serious series of crimes beneath it, and she decides to further her investigation into that data stream. This movie's kind of hard to talk about without spoiling, and I don't want to give too much of the story away beyond that. The mystery element of the film is definitely what drew me to it, and I would hope that going into it, most of you would be drawn to that as well, as that's the focal point of the film. It's really effective mystery. The thrills are there, and like I said, it was a fairly intense time. The manner in which the plot was slowly kind of trickled out, so effective, and in under 90 minutes, it really manages to work for the most part. Steven Soderbergh really makes the most of his time and delivers with crazy camera work, almost like Malick-esque at times, with his angles and his usage of the handheld camera. And it's so effective in a thriller. It just adds so much to the tension. I must say, though, a lot of the success of the film, beyond its tense nature, should be attributed to the lead performance from Zoe Kravitz. She is so good in this movie, and she portrays the role in a way that feels very authentic. And over the course of the film, at least for me as an audience member, you can kind of get to know her through her mannerisms, her movement style, and it's entirely unique to that character. I know that sounds kind of silly, but these days, dedication to performances like this one feel few and far between, and this is definitely a performance that could have been handled extremely poorly and have managed to have been really silly. It definitely didn't feel like that for me. The way her character developed all felt genuine and real. I really enjoyed getting to know this character, who was a bit abrasive at first. You really don't know much about her to begin with, or why this plight is so important to her, but as the story continues on, it becomes a deeply personal mission for her, and I found it to be absolutely enthralling. I found the reveals about her character to be very interesting, as the mystery was also unfolding beneath that. I mean, the physicality that Zoe Kravitz puts on in the role in like the closing minutes of this movie is phenomenal. I don't want to spoil it or get too into it, but it's crazy, and I was on the edge of my seat through most of the second half of this movie, because I mean, it was just so thrilling. It was really different than things we've seen as of late, at least. This felt like a throwback to like 90s thriller movies where they get like one big star. Something like Breakdown with Kurt Russell. They get one big star in it and kind of just let them act and let them figure out this mystery. You kind of see them struggle. You kind of see them, you know, do a little bit of action. You get a mix of everything, and this is one of those films, and in 2022, and it's really cool to see. The conclusion of this movie is just so strong, and it's amplified by the excellent score from Cliff Martinez, who over the course of the film, like, the music is so good too. His work is always something I enjoy. In fact, all of the sound design here was noticeably strong as well. The use of extremely long silences, and also on the flip side of that, scenes completely drowned out by music, managed to kind of work in tandem to create a very tense and like overbearing and it feels like a dreadful atmosphere over the whole thing. Now, I don't mean to sell you on something that this isn't. This film and its story aren't redefining the thriller genre, and due to the short runtime, some elements of the story and some characters definitely feel a bit underdeveloped, but it's a thriller, and it manages to thrill in extremely large doses, and I think that's what matters most when you're watching a movie like this. To be thrilled, simply. I mean, that's why I watch movies like this. That's why I got out of this movie, so I really enjoyed it. It's truly a shame that this movie has been marketed so poorly by Warner Brothers and HBO Max, and I don't know, maybe it's because the film does get quite dark in its subject matter and themes, but it's still so odd that they have a filmmaker like Steven Soderbergh making whole original movies for them, and they're not really advertising that more. So, if you're a fan of thrillers, and if you are a fan of Soderbergh, I'm not sure why you wouldn't want to check this one out if you have HBO. It's definitely, totally a recommendation for me, and I would hope to see more people talking about it. It's a shame, like I said, that many haven't gotten the chance to hear about this one, so hopefully you guys decide to check it out after this review. Now, back to me sitting on the couch to close out this video. Alright guys, so any and all feedback is appreciated. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thank you for sticking around to this point if you have, and yeah, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, if you're returning, welcome back. Expect more reviews in the future, as well as more episodes of Chew on This. It has just taken me a while to get stuff out because all the stuff I had been working on, and what kind of pushed me to do this video was that everything I had been doing was just so long form, including the best of the year video, the podcast, and so on and so forth. So I figured, why not give you guys something in the meantime, just to hold you over a bit, and just so this channel doesn't grow stale with just that content. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know any feedback down in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys thought of Kimi, and have a great weekend. See you later. Bye.